What's going on, YouTube world? Austin Lewis here, coming to you guys yet again with another YouTube video. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys on how you can go out there and save the maximum amount of money. You know, originally, ladies and gentlemen, I was the type of person that didn't genuinely care about what it is that I spent. I never really even thought of potentially having the opportunity to budget. I grew up in a family that didn't really do a lot of budgeting. It was just always no's. Before we get started in this video and I share with you guys exactly what I do today and what I've cut out of my life to make sure that I save the maximum amount of money on items and necessities that you think are necessities but aren't, make sure and like this video and drop in the comment section down below what you personally save on a daily basis in terms of cash, but more importantly, the sacrifices you make so that you can save that cash. Drop in the comment section down below what some of those items are for you. And as always, if you guys are brand new, make sure and come subscribe because all new subscribers are welcome here. So let's jump right into the video. Needless to say, I try to do absolutely the most when it comes to budgeting and saving. You know, I've always been told, Austin, you need to save around 20 to 30% of your paycheck every single time that you get paid. 70% or anywhere from 70 to 80% can get put on bills, or 60%, 50% get put on bills, another 10% in savings, and the other percent inside investing. Obviously, there's a lot of things in 2020 that is very easy to spend money on. It is very simple to get caught up in the lifestyle of this beautiful thing called Starbucks. So I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I actually did Starbucks run almost every day of 2019. I got a cold brew vanilla sweet cream with light ice. That cost me right around $5.50 every single morning. Just to do the math for you guys, every month I was spending $165 a month on just a cup of coffee. $160 a month, ladies and gentlemen, could pay for a almost brand new Toyota Corolla. It could also pay for a nice Prius monthly payment. I was spending that, unfortunately, in coffee. Now, that every single year was roughly around $1,980. My best suggestion to each and every single one of you guys is actually go onto this beautiful platform called Amazon and order your guys yourself a nice coffee pot. I actually just ordered this one for my house because it was fairly cheap, but at the end of the day, it's going to save me a monthly cost as well as a yearly cost, which when I took a look and understood that I was spending $2,000 a year in just coffee, that was quite insane. So that is number one that you need to eliminate from your life and absolutely cut out and make sure every single day you are making your own cup of coffee. That averages right around 65 cents a cup of coffee rather than $5.65. You are going to be saving $160 at a minimum, and that is cold brew if you did that every single day for an entire month. Something else that I've actually had to say absolutely no to is, unfortunately, and I'll be honest, I have absolutely loved spending money on this, and I actually enjoy going out and do that, and that is dining out. A lot of you guys might be eating fast food on a daily basis or a monthly basis. A lot of you guys might be eating fast food every single day. Well, if you look at the average cost per dine-in meal is a staggering $3,000 a year eating out. Now, what is the solution to that? Well, first solution is find yourself a Coda Rate. That way you can actually get some nice home-cooked meals. Solution number two is actually going to the grocery store or using what I absolutely love to do. I don't think I've stepped in a grocery store since then, and that is I get my groceries delivered. Okay? get your groceries delivered. It saves time. You might be just like me, and this is part of the reason that I actually went out and ate out, and it was easier to get a cheeseburger. It was easier to sit down and grab a beer. It was easier to do all of these things because I did not want to go to the grocery store and get all these ingredients that made me want to cook and enjoy my warm home-cooked meal. That wasn't the case for me. Here's what you can do is you can actually order your groceries, and then obviously if you're not good at cooking, then there's this beautiful thing called YouTube, which you can actually go check out and see other cooking instructions to be able to watch recipes, get some different ideas. Maybe you are a fish lover, maybe you are a steak lover, maybe you are a chicken lover, maybe you are a salad lover, maybe you're vegan, maybe you're vegetarian. There's a lot of things on YouTube that allows you to save that $3,000 a year of eating out. If you did that just realistically in groceries, you'd be eating for a couple of years, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's the interesting thing is I don't spend $3,000 a year in eating out. I think those numbers are actually quite skewed. I think those numbers are almost 3 times too small. I think the average person spends about $10,000 a year in eating out, obviously depending on the average median income. If you're in a higher tax bracket, you eat out more some of the times in a little bit more expensive of restaurants. If you're in a lower tax bracket, you eat out just quite as often and you eat the cheaper meals. So it all weighs itself out. So needless to say, I believe that spending all that money a year on eating out is substantial. That is something I personally have done. I have gone ahead and ordered groceries. Codere has cooked the groceries, and I then meal prep in these little cheap containers that I ordered off of Amazon for like $30 that allows me to stuff off my meals in there. That way I'm not forced to eating out. That way I'm forced to eating a little bit cleaner and healthier for my body, and that way I'm not forced to be spending all of that money. A lot of you guys get tied up into going to work or going to the job or going out for some things to fun. You don't bring a meal with you, therefore you're hungry, then you stop and get a meal and it costs you 13, 16, 18, 25 bucks. You're with your mom, you're with your dad, you're with your aunt, you're with your uncle or your girlfriend or their family, or you got your brothers and sisters out, and all of a sudden you find yourself spending $40, $50, $60 at Red Robin. Again, at the end of the day, it does add up. The yearly cost on that is roughly $3,000 a year. My personal instinct is that it's going to probably cost around $9,000 to $12,000 a year for those of you that watch this video, just because we do live in a society, a fast society, that going and eating out is going to be much greater and much more often. And last but not least is actually entertainment. Now, obviously, entertainment can be a wide variety of things, but one thing I want to express to those of you that are looking at entertainment and understanding that alcohol, for example, alcohol is a very interesting topic of conversation. A lot of people spend every single month on alcohol, what they could drive a new car for, what they could have a nicer house for, a nicer apartment. The average person in our generation spends anywhere from $150 to $650 a week on their drinking. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be honest with you, I am 100% guilty of doing that literally every single week. Again, because I just think going and having a drink or a cocktail with a couple of my friends is a great idea. Well, then 1 leads to 3 and 3 leads to 5. And then here all I do is I get a bill for $78. And I'm like, holy cow. So one thing I want each and every single one of you guys to really take a look at is just understanding that at the end of the day, where you put your money, where you spend your money, and the 3 things that I just share with you on what you can do to actually save your money is going to be best for you and your family, ladies and gentlemen. Again, drop in the comment section down below what it is that you guys do to save money. What are some things that you kind of have to sacrifice on a monthly basis? Therefore, you can put some more pennies and some more dollars in your guys' bank account. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are brand new here, make sure and smash the thumbs up button on this YouTube video. Make sure and drop the comment section down below what it is that you guys do to save money, as well as come subscribing if you guys wouldn't do so already. Austin Lewis here saying we'll see you guys in a future YouTube video.